Over your time of watching football, what are the sort of main changes that you've seen in the actual game, and what did you like from 20, 30 years ago from football, and what do you like now? Like, what are the main differences you see?
Well, as a commentator, I can answer that quite quickly. The shirt numbers were very simple. When I started, it was 1 to 11 with one substitute who wore 12. Now you've got to be prepared for players wearing 66 and 80 something. I mean, that's made it a lot more difficult.
Yes, welcome to another video, guys. This is the preview for Peterborough, the FA Cup game. Massive game, guys, you know what I mean? We're already out the Carabao and Liverpool won that. Congratulations to them. That is our trophy of choice, usually. Yeah, we can't win that one this year, obviously. So we need to win the other domestic trophy, which is the FA Cup, guys. So the clip that you just heard was me speaking to John Motson. He might have been weirded out. Who is this guy? That's not Jordan. No, it's John Motson. Obviously, legend of the game with his commentary. And yeah, I was speaking to him the other night actually on Twitter Spaces, and I'm going to be doing another one actually in the next few days. So if you don't already follow City Extra on Twitter, and then when I'm in it, then you obviously see it pop up. Basically, John's basically put together his top 50 games of all time, and he's put it in a list, and we're eagerly anticipating his top 10. So you can find out loads more, guys, on Twitter. Follow fans DAO, and yeah, man, it's a sick. They've sponsored the stream, they sponsored today's video, and yeah, just to let you guys know about it. If you want more details, it is in the description.
For people who aren't like into Twitter Space and that, it is worth a listen, because in the last one that Lewis did, they were giving away shirts like left, right, and centre. They're giving away Pele shirts. You know what I mean? They're giving away like
it was a madness, bro.
Literally, all you had to do is ask John Motson a question and tweet him, and there weren't that many people doing it at the time, like with the hashtag. So you know what I mean? Everyone's with the chance of doing it. So yeah, definitely worth listening to it.
We'll put some details anyway in the description for you guys. Right, let's get into it then. FA Cup game, Bray. Massive week. This week, right, is one of the biggest weeks of the whole season, because huge FA Cup game. Obviously, you go through or you go out, simple as. And then it's the derby. And, you know, we scraped a win against Everton, you know, some would say quite luckily, avoiding that penalty. And we're now moving into a game which, you know, as I said at the time when we got Peterborough, I did actually say that this is going to be a tough game, bro. This isn't going to be an easy game. We're away from home. They're going to be right up for it. It's a nighttime game as well. It's going to be a packed out ground. They're going to be right up for this, which is what I said when we drew him.
No one's seen that bit though, isn't it?
No one's saw that bit.
The magic of the FA Cup, bro. Magic of the FA Cup. This is what it's all about. I don't think it's going to be as easy as what some people say. I think there'll be a lot of people who just write this off straight away, be like, yeah, easy. But I do think we'll see a bit of a change side from City. I do imagine Pep will probably go strong just as normal, but I mean, it's hard to not have a strong side when Pep fields any kind of 11, which is kind of a blessing, really. That's the way it is. I think they've got a new manager, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they do, Bray.
So they could be on a new manager bounce a little bit. Do you know what I mean? They could be like, do you know what I mean? They might be a little bit, and as well, they're going to be very, very fired up for this game. Obviously, do you know what I mean? They're playing City. They'll be absolutely buzzing for this. The fans will be well behind it. We're away as well.
Yeah. So the new manager is Grant McCann.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the whole City manager before that. And they're at their ground as well, which makes it even more difficult. Do you know what I mean? It's, the atmosphere, they'll be booming. So it's about basically City not crumbling in these situations. We've seen when the atmosphere is like rocking at Anfield at times, City kind of crumble, innit? We have these moments of crumbling. I don't see that happening.
Well, do you know what this game reminds me of, bro? And it's slightly different because it was a two-legged game. But do you remember when we played Burton Albion? And I think it was a two-legged game. I think it was.
Yeah, because didn't we win the first one like 8-0, the second one 1-0, something?
Yeah, 9-0, and then the second game, which was away from home, we only won 1-0. You know what I mean? And we've had other games. You know, I feel like I remember Phil Foden's first ever goal One of his
in
first
the
ever goal.
purple shirt with the sash on it, wasn't it?
When we played a team away from home again, and these games are never easy, guys. So basically, obviously as we're recording this, the City Academy team is actually playing, and they've gone pretty strong. So that does suggest that Pep Guardiola is going to take this FA Cup match very seriously, which is obviously good because we want to progress. And it's not like we're playing on a Wednesday night where we've only then got a couple of days. We play Tuesday, and then the derby's not until Sunday. So there's plenty of rest time. We can't be using that as an excuse for Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we need to rest our players midweek weekend. Like, come on, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Play Tuesday, Sunday, and Sunday's at the evening, the afternoon game as well, just for that extra bit of rest. So, look, I'm buzzing for this. I think there will be a few changes, but on the whole, I think he's going to go really strong. And you saw us against Everton, guys. We're not flying. You know what I mean? That was a pretty grim game to watch, truth be told. And
that was pain.
It was pain, and we was lucky to get the win. So we're not going into this in like mega form, coming off a mega result. You know what I mean? We struggled against Everton. Hopefully, you know what I mean, we can turn up at Peterborough, get a couple of early goals, and then just sort of kill the game off. You know what I mean? Because it's one of them, bro. The longer that Peterborough stay in it, the worse it will get for us. That's just a fact.
Yeah. That's the thing. I want to, and I say this all the time, innit? I say it on the streams a lot. If possible, avoid them scoring first, because when we play teams, pretty much any team, the game plan usually is they score first, and then they kind of like battle down the hatches and just like let us come out, and then we have to do all the work. Then we've got to break them down, and we've seen quite a few times that we turn into cross chests to City because we don't have a striker. And then we've seen like Everton, they made it really difficult for us from the off, trying to get them. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it could be difficult if they score first. Obviously, I do think that we'll avoid that. I do expect us to win. I think we will win, but obviously the inkling of the magic of the FA Cup thing that was there. I mean, that is there. It does exist. That so they'll be well up for it. So, like I say, I think there'll be changes, but I think it's going to be a very, very, very strong City side.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Right, let's go through the predicted 11 then, guys. Stefan is still not available. So, what are you going to do? You're going to play Edison? Or are you going to play Scott Carson or Slicker even? It's up to you. What are you going to go? We're going to go Edison. We're going to go strong. We don't want any mistakes in this. Back four is interesting because you've got quite a few options. Obviously, Laporte, Diaz played at the weekend. Stones, he played at the weekend as well, didn't he? He played right back.
Yeah.
John Stones, are you going to play him centre back? Ake, are you going to feature him? Zinchenko, are you going to give him some minutes? Because the thing is with Zinchenko, I wasn't sure what his situation was going to be. Would he just not be involved in the matchday squad? But he was on the bench for Everton, so he must have been available to play. He must have said to the manager, like, yes, I am available to play. So do you play Zinchenko in this game? Do you give Cancelo a rest? Because you got loads of choice, bro. I don't know. Give me your back four, bro. Give me your back four.
Personally, I think I'd go... Walker didn't feature at all in the last game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him play because I'm thinking of the derby there. I think I'd want Walker to play in that game. So I'm thinking we go Walker, Stones, Ake, Zinchenko. And I know I don't really like that dynamic usually of Zinchenko and Walker because it means Zinchenko's got to go forward a bit more. Usually I like it when Walker's the more defensive guy, or maybe Walker goes a bit forward more. I like it when it's like Walker, Cancelo. It's a good dynamic that all Cancelo, Zinchenko. But I think Walker, Zinchenko's fine for this.
Yeah.
And then Stones and Ake.
That should be enough to beat Peterborough, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Midfield, I think Fernandinho, providing he's available for selection and he's fit, which, we were led to believe he is, will play. Bernardo, this is the game to rest him, guys. This is the game to rest Bernardo Silva. So I'd be looking at something like a Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne in the middle. Mahrez has to come back into the team because he just needs to play. I don't know why he's got dropped in the first place. Grealish is available for selection, so maybe he could rest Raheem Sterling in this, put Grealish back in there, and then you're probably going to end up playing Phil Foden at false nine, and then basically Phil Foden and Grealish can sort of just switch as the game goes on.
Like we see that quite a lot, don't we? Because sometimes when Grealish comes in, he actually drops a lot. When Grealish plays false nine, he takes the liberty of pretty much playing in midfield, like a cam when he's the false nine, but then does get forward. On a side note, like that's our team there. On a side note, Pep might experiment. He might change some things. We've seen it before. Pep does like to experiment in these kind of games. I think there's a potential that if he does rest Bernardo, you could see he might think, I'll rest Kev as well and go with He might put Phil Foden in the midfield like we've seen against Cheltenham last year. He might go with like Grealish in the midfield, something that we've not seen, that everyone kind of has wanted to see. He might experiment with them things, but you know what I mean? We've gone with the standard kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm actually really excited for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And on the academy, just let you know who played in that. So Slicker played in the academy game, but he's a goalkeeper, so you know if you wanted to play him,
be chill. Yeah,
yeah, you could play him if you want. Charles played, Egan Riley played, Mbete played, Larios, Giabi, Keke, McAtee, Delap, Bob, Andy Dozy's back from injury as well. So you know,
Dozy's back. That's nice.
And I don't think Cole Palmer's back from his injury. So you know, I said at the beginning of the video, but it is looking unlikely that any academy players.
I think we'll probably see Lavia on the bench. I think he's the only one that wasn't included. Like, did you say Delap played or
Delap started? So you know, it's a weird one, but you know, it sounds like Pep's taking this seriously. So fair enough. We're doing our live watch along again for this game, guys. It's absolutely massive. We've got to get through and get into the next round of the FA Cup, guys. So yeah, if you're not going to the game, you're not watching it at the pub, come and join us. Loads of other City fans. We had over 2,000 in the stream for the last match against Everton. So come and join us. It is sick. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Go check out fans. All the details are in the description. Remember, the next couple of days I'll be speaking to John Motson once again, taking on his top 10 of all time football matches. So that'll be interesting. Make sure you're following City Extra on Twitter for that. And yeah, smash a like on the video if you've not done so already. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.